today. In other news, officials at the Pacific Nuclear Research Facility have denied the rumor that a case of missing plutonium was in fact stolen from their vault 2 weeks ago. A Libyan terrorist group had claimed responsibility for the alleged theft.
Hey, Einstein, where's the dot, boy? Huh?
As always, we've got merch for the channel. We have our Nerd Creative range and our Stay Creative range. Links in the description. Get whatever you want. Creatives, how are you? Welcome or welcome back to the Nerd Creative channel. FANHOME, Build the Back to the Future DeLorean, part 47. In this video, we'll be completing issue 73 of the build. Grab yourself a coffee, sit back, relax and enjoy. So with every stage of the build comes with component parts and a magazine. These are the component parts for issue 73. Now we've got a good shot of the gull-wing door, which we will be working on. So there are all the components, and there's quite a lot of them. So we're going to be doing quite a lot in here. Actually, we're putting the whole door together like we did with the left door, and this is how it will look when it's finished. Music for the dance. Filming the Hill Valley Festival. Creating Hill Valley Festival, one of the best loved scenes in Back to the Future Part 3. Took a complex 2-week night shoots. And there's that famous image of Doc and Marty beside the clock tower. Well, not the clock tower, the clock itself. Doc's tombstone. Here lies Emmett Brown. Died 1885. And look ahead, the components for issue 74, showing all the components at the back there. So, you know, as always, I like to make sure what it says we've got here, and it's a big blister, really big blister pack. Oops, something fell up there. Okay. Really careful about all these tiny little pieces. Okay. So, first thing is this giant. I'm going to use a screwdriver. This giant gull-wing door. Bring it out. There we go. The right gull-wing door there. And then we've got this tiny piece here, which is the door lock that nearly jumped out. We've got door trim, which is here. We've got 2 brackets. We have the door wing mirror, or the housing for it, and the bracket for it as well, or the support. And then we've got the mirror, which is there. And then we've got a load of screws. So let's see what screws we've got. Well, I've got about 5 bags of screws there. So we've got AM screws. We have DM screws, NM screws, AP screws, and JP screws. So that's everything. We've got everything for this stage of the build, which is always good that we've got everything that it says it has. So we've got our screws, we've got our screwdrivers, we've got our components, we've got our magazine. Let's begin. First thing we've got to do is we've got to put this lock in here. Make sure I get it in the right way around. There. And that gets secured in with an AP screw. Checking where that is. There's the lock. And the next thing we do is we need to put the door trim on, and there's a little, I don't know if you can see there, there's a line there and a line there. They match up with this door handle here, so we just slot that in there and we secure that in place with 4 JP screws. Make sure the holes are matching. Just going to loosely put that in until I've got the other ones in. And then I'll tighten them up. See how it wobbles. There. I'm going to do this one right at the end so to stop it from moving around, because it's sliding up and down. So get this end one done. And then the other middle one. I'm going to tighten this one up now. And tighten the other ones. Just get the last one tightened. That's the door trim on there. With the handle and the lock. Next we've got to turn the door over like this, and we're going to be putting two brackets, one in here and one in here. So these are the brackets, they're both the same. And let's see. Yeah, so they go like that, there, hold in place, and they're held in place with two AM screws. Oh, I forgot to say what this door is. Metal. Let's get it lined up there. First bracket in place, and do the same with the second one. That's the brackets in there, one here, one here. We've got to turn the door over again, and we've got to fit the upper window into, holds in place with that hole there and that hole there, like that, and that holds into place with two NM screws. I won't fully tighten it until we get the second one in. There. Just hold that. See? Very iconic doors. And the right wing mirror, so there's the mirror and there's the support, and that goes, see, that goes there like that. And it's held in place with a JP screw. we go. Wing mirror. Now we just got to add the mirror, which is here. Peel off. I'm going to get my fingerprints on it because that's just the way it's going to have to be. So I need to peel off this, off the back. Trying to do it without getting my fingerprints on it, but I think we've failed. Let me just peel this back. There. And there's only one way it goes in, which is that way. And make sure I get it in. Well, you can't avoid fingerprints because when you press it in, I can get that cleaned up anyway. So that's the wing mirror done. Now we've got to join the gull wing door to the inner door mechanism. So this could be tricky. Yeah, it's going to be tricky because this is going to fall out as well. Can't actually remember how I did it last time. Let's see. I think we're almost there, but not quite. Let's see. There, that's it. That wire needs to go up there like that. Pulling that door up, that lower window up into place just to make sure it fits where it's supposed to fit. Yeah, it does. Yeah. Okay, so that's just have to make sure this wire was coming through that hole there and up, and then we just need to secure this in place with 4 DM screws. So I need to hold the door to do this. Because it wobbles about. So you then get a screw on the screwdriver to start that off, start that process. I don't think that's even in. Let's try a different one. Not sure if that's in properly. They go in at an angle which is a bit confusing. Try this one again. Yeah, I had to reposition this inner door part because it wasn't just right. It wasn't right, and the window was slightly out, so I had to reposition. It's not an easy thing to do. So the final thing we need to do is put the armrest in place, and there's two location lugs, one here, and the screw hole there. So we just line up the location lugs, one there, and that, and then we'll put a screw in there. It is an AP screw. One single AP screw will hold the armrest in place. There. The armrest in place, as you can see. And the cable runs up here and out there. There's the other side, the gull wing door. I'll actually bring the other gull wing door down just so we can compare the two. Zoom out a little bit. So that's the two gull wing doors, and we'll just look turn them over. This one's got this piece on already. This one will have that same piece in the next video, I think. But yeah, you can see the windows are all in place, and then we've got the lock on both sides and the strips. Oh yeah, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put the wing mirror on. Let's just do that. Wing mirror goes on there, like that, and it's held in place. I'm just going to loosen that a little bit. Because it's supposed to move like that. So we just need a AP screw to secure the wing mirror. There's a location lug. Another one that's a little bit fiddly. Yeah, I got the wing mirror on there. It was a little fiddly because the screw was actually there. It's the screw hole's there, so I had to take the armrest off. I had to take this off, and then I had to screw that in place. Then put this back on. Put this back on. And the best way to get this in place is if you line up this window here with this black line frame. As long as you've got that done, the whole thing fits together. But if it's slightly off that way or that way or that way, it won't sit together. But there it is, completely done. I'm just going to turn it over, and that is what you should do. That's everything there. That completes issue 73 of the build.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a Delorean?
I'd like to thank you for your company. I'll see you in the next video. Stay creative.